Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It is time now for Medical Moments with Covenant Healthcare. Joining us now this morning is Jamie Magnus. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate that.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Now, we are all practicing social distancing right now. So what, including our healthcare professionals, which is very important. You know, a lot of people still have to go to the doctor.
Absolutely.
So you are offering, I love this, virtual visits. Tell us about that.
So this is a project we've been working on for some time, but in light of the circumstances that are going on with COVID-19 and to promote social distancing at Covenant Healthcare, we have implemented MyChart video visits Covenant-wide. So all of our Covenant physicians, both PCPs and specialists, have the capability in their offices to see their own patients. So as a patient, this keeps me safe from having to go into the office, allows additional screening opportunities before presenting to an ER or to an urgent care facility. And it just lets patients maintain their regular visits with their physicians during this time of social distancing.
It's great. You can stay home and stay healthy. So correct. What should someone do if they want to go in and see a doctor virtually, if they want to stay home and do this?
Yep. My best advice is to contact their provider to find out when they can get something scheduled. All of the visits are done through our MyChart application. So that's something most people are familiar with if they're a Covenant patient. So if you don't have a MyChart account set up, that would be the first step to do in order to get this process started. Okay. The visits would be scheduled with their provider just like you'd schedule any other visit.
So what type of visits would be for? Just like a routine exam or?
Yep. Well, at this time, all of the restrictions on payers have been lifted from a federal and a state level. So really, we can see any type of visit at this point.
Oh, that's great.
Because of the restrictions that have been lifted. So any routine visits, not just including sick type visits, are appropriate for this visit type. We have surgeons who are going to be doing post-op visits to stay in touch with those patients and make sure that they're moving along in their recovery period just fine.
Okay, now on the opposite end of the spectrum, what should you not go to a virtual doctor for? What should you not, call in or log on for?
Well, if you're having any life-threatening symptoms like chest pain, shortness of breath, those types of things, obviously we would recommend that you would go to your ER for those types of things. But if you have any concerns at all, respiratory symptoms, that type of thing, this would be a good opportunity to connect your physician. Your physician will be able to have eyes on you and do a thorough assessment in this way.
Explain connecting now. How do you get on?
So the connection process is super simple.
Okay.
It's, like I said, it's all done through our MyChart app. When you click on the app, you go through your appointments. You have to complete an e-check-in process, which is really just verifying your allergies, medications, pharmacy, that type of thing. And then once that part is complete, you'll be put into a waiting room and the doctor's notified and the doctor will click the link to connect. So it's very simple. We've really kind of honed down on a really tight process, and we are, like I said, ready to roll this out Covenant Medical Group wide.
This is so convenient. I love this, especially now there's so many fears. You don't want to get your doctor sick, and you don't want to go in there if other people are ill,
Right. It's protecting not only our patients, but it's protecting our providers, and it's protecting all of our staff members who are on the front line and taking care of our patients.
Tell us, Jamie, when does this get started? When is it up and running?
So we have physicians who are live now. We had a physician who did about 12 virtual visits yesterday with her patients. So right now, if you have a Covenant provider, they could be reaching out to you to try to convert some of these visits to virtual to try to stay, in contact with you and keep on top of your health care.
And I'm sure people are feeling just less anxiety by doing this now during this time.
Yep, and no fears. We'll have resources available for patients to help guide them through the process on our website, and the physician's office have the materials as well to push out through their MyChart messaging. So.
Okay, Jamie, so tell us anything else that we have not talked about that you think is very important when it comes to this virtual doctor.
The cost really, I know that's something people always think about is cost. The cost should be no more than your traditional copay, and in many times a lot of the payers have kind of relieved that copay for this visit type, so it may be cost as low as $0 for most patients.
That's awesome. So you heard it here. I love that. Thank you so much for letting us know. A lot of people don't know about that. That's available.
Yeah, we'll be having other messaging going out via Facebook and stuff from our providers' offices with more information. But like I said, if you contact your provider, they'll get you on the schedule and they'll get things moving. for you.
You guys can get going right now and stay healthy.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
If you would like any additional information on today's topic, just head on over to the hot link section on WNEM.com.